Hoe gaan christenen in Kenia om met de constante terreurdreiging van Al-Shabaab? Welkom bij Uitgelicht. Ruim 2 jaar geleden viel de terreurgroep Al-Shabaab de universiteit van de Keniaanse stad Garissa aan. 148 christenen werden daarbij vermoord. Frederick Gitonga overleefde de aanslag en zit nu bij mij in de studio. Mr. Gitonga, welcome.
Thank you.
You survived the attack on the Garissa University 2.5 years ago. What happened that day? Can you describe me what?
What happened is that while we were in the university, that morning we were woken up by gunshots and loud bangs, and just realized that the terrorists had already arrived at the university, where they started by shooting at the students who were praying at the prayer meeting, because we normally used to have prayer meetings early in the morning as 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Because you were studying in this university yourself?
Yeah, I was in my second year by that time.
What study did you do?
Education. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you heard the gunshots, and what did you think? Did you know immediately that this was a terror attack?
Yeah, immediately we heard the gunshots. The first thing was like what was happening outside, and maybe we thought it's military that was, doing their normal activities, because we were used to gunshot within the area. Yeah, but later when we saw people dying and being shot, bullets coming all over through the windows, we realized now it was terrorists who and attacked the university.
Yeah, can you describe it? Was it like a chaos over there, or how was it for you that moment?
Well, for me, I was in the room. I had not woken up for the prayer meeting, and I had slept late, so I felt like I was.
You were still in your bed?
I was still in the bed, so I was woken up by the gunshots. So really I could not tell what is happening. But when I decided to get out of the room, that's when I realized it was the Al-Shabaab who had attacked the university, because someone was shot just meters away from where I was standing, and then I realized now there is danger within the campus.
Yeah. So what did you do? Did you hide in your room, or did you run away?
Yeah, when I was trying to get out of the room, I realized that I had not, I had no shoes, so I could go back to my room, pick some, a shirt and some pair of shoes. And then after seeing someone being shot on my right, I tried to get out through the exit door. Someone else was shot just meters from where I was standing. So I had to go back to the room because I had nowhere else to run to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened next? Because it must be, terrible. How did it end? Did the attackers, did they go away, or did they flee?
So for me, when I got back to the room, I had to hide under the bed. And while I was there, they came into the room, and after a few minutes, they
came to your room?
Yeah, they came into my room.
And they didn't see you?
They did not see me, by the grace of God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then afterwards they left, and then...
After that, a few hours later, the military came to rescue the students, and that's when maybe they came into the university, and they were able to kill some of them. I mean, to kill them. So by the evening, they had been cleared from the university. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And almost 150 people were killed that day on the university.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest attacks, I believe, in Kenya.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What impact does it have on Kenya?
Yeah, mainly to the church. It was a very threatening situation, because now the churches within the northeastern part of Kenya felt very threatened. Yeah, because the attack majorly affected the Christian students.
It was really focused on Christians, this
attack.
attack.
The Christian students. So the churches felt very scared about that. Through that attack. Yeah.
Can you tell me, because Al-Shabaab is not so well known in the Netherlands, can you tell me what kind of movement this is? What kind of organization?
Yeah, this is a movement that at times they use the Islam religion, and they are kind of Muslim, extremists
Yes.
who use the name of Islam to perpetrate killings on other faith groups.
And they have a lot of power in Kenya?
Well, not really, because these are groups that come from outside the country.
Ah.
So in Kenya, they don't have a lot of impact.
They don't have a lot, but
Yeah.
we hear from time to time, we hear of attacks of Al-Shabaab in Kenya.
Yeah, but again, they come from outside the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the situation in the country, the security is much tight, but they just come through the borders into the country and perpetuate the killings, and then they run away again.
They run away again.
Yeah.
Because I heard that last summer there was also a terror attack in Kenya, that 9 people were killed by
Yeah.
Al-Shabaab. How often does it happen? Is it just once a year, or is it getting more often?
It's unpredictable. You can't tell when it will happen. Yeah, it's unpredictable.
Are you afraid of them?
I'm not.
No?
Not at all.
How come? Because your life has been in danger.
Yeah, my life has been in danger, and not once, but as a Christian, there is one thing that I know. Even Jesus Christ said to his disciples, do not fear, do not be afraid of those that can kill the body, but be afraid of the one who can kill both the body and the soul. So I am not afraid at all of the enemy.
No.
Yeah.
So how can you keep your faith so strong? Because I imagine if you have seen people dying, I have never seen that. So what can you teach me about being so strong?
Being so strong, yeah, Christian faith is not. The Bible says that we have not been given the spirit of fear. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the persecution in the church has not started in 2015 when the Garissa University Christian Union was attacked, or rather the college was attacked. It has been there from the beginning. Christ himself, who is the founder of our faith, was beaten up, was killed. His disciples were killed in very, different ways.
Yes.
Some were, slaughtered. But the faith still, the Christian congregations is still continuing growing. So we cannot fear. We cannot stop worshipping. We cannot, our faith cannot go down simply because there is persecution.
No.
After all, persecution strengthens the church.
Yeah.
So it's part of my life. As a Christian, I know persecution will come.
Yeah.
The enemy will try all what he can, but that should not make my faith waver at all. Yeah.
How is it for you as a Christian to live in Kenya? Do you experience a lot of persecution?
Well, it's in some parts of Kenya. It's in some part of the country. Not every place.
Which part can you explain?
These are part like northeastern part, and it's simply because they are the majority within these regions are not Christians. We have very few Christians and very few churches within these regions.
And you also live in this north?
No, I do not
part.
live in those parts. Actually, I went there for studies. Yeah, it's only within those regions and the coastal regions like Lamu and other, places that are dominated not by Christian faith group.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other parts, again, Kenya, it's a Christian country. As the majority of people in Kenya are Christians. So the only places that there is such fear is within those few regions.
So how is it possible that in a Christian country like Kenya, Al-Shabaab can have this power that they can kill 150 people? How is it possible?
Yeah, it's not only in Kenya. We have seen these things happening even in other areas other than Africa. We have seen them come into Europe. The other day you saw what happened in the United Kingdom, the United States of America. So it's like what we say, the wise saying that in every market there must be a madman. But the government is trying all what it can to put this to a stop. Yeah.
Do you think it was crazy people who did this attack to you, or is it more to it?
Yeah, sure. A normal human being cannot do this. It's someone who has been, who has been fed with the wrong information. Yeah,
that's how you see it. Yeah. And now it's 2.5 years after the attack. Do you think back to this moment a lot?
Sorry?
Do you think back about terror attack a lot?
Yeah, these are memories that can never fade from the minds of the people,
Yeah.
both those who were there and those who heard about it. So it's memories that normally do come back,
Yeah.
and I can lie to you if I say I've forgotten. This can never be forgotten,
No.
not at all.
So the fear comes back maybe in the night also, or not?
The memories come back, but no fear.
No fear.
No fear at
No.
all. Yeah.
Did you lose friends in this attack?
I lost so many friends, that my classmates, you know, brothers and sisters that we used to worship together with in the Christian Union. Actually, it was very painful for me to see their bodies lying in the mortuary, and that these are the people, brothers and sisters that I knew. So it was really horrible and painful to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way did this terror attack, change your life?
Well, this attack gave me a very new perspective of life. Mainly when I realized that God had saved my life, I was like, why did God do this? There are many, like in the room that where we used to, you know, to sleep, we were 4, but 2 were killed. One survived with serious injuries, but I'm the only one in this room who survived without any injury. So I was like, why did God do this? And when I try to think of this, I understand that God has got a divine mandate with my life. So up to this time, I am seeing life very differently from how I used to see it. I see myself as as a project of God.
A project of God.
A project of God.
And what is your task that God has in mind for you?
That He has given me more days to proclaim His message, to take this gospel to the nations and to as many people, including the perpetrators of this injustice and these killings. Yeah.
So now you travel around the world to spread this message?
Yeah. I've been to Germany, I've been to Switzerland. Today I'm in Holland. Tomorrow God is going to open another door. I'll be in USA. And that is my desire before the time elapses for me to be here on earth.
Yeah. What is your key message to the people in Holland? What do you want to learn to the people here in Holland?
People in Holland, I would like them to know that the church is very much suffering. Christians are really being persecuted. But it is the high time that all Christians in Holland and in Europe in general to understand that Christians, we are one body. We are one body, and what is needed of us is coming together in unity, forgetting our differences, putting our differences together, and focusing on Christ, and asking ourselves, what can we do for our brothers and sisters who are suffering?
What can we do?
What we can do, the first thing we can do is to pray, to come together and pray. Pray and sincerely pray for our brothers and sisters. Yeah.
What more can we do? What can we...
One thing I believe is that through prayer, God opens our minds. Like if you pray for someone who is sick, God will help you more as you pray. God will give you more directions.
He will show you which way to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for this conversation, Mr. Gitonga.
You're much welcome.
And God bless you in your work.
God bless you.
U thuis ook bedankt voor het kijken. Dit was Uitgelicht voor vandaag. Morgen zijn we er natuurlijk weer. Graag tot dan.